This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016, and the title of this rant will be Trump Attacking Hillary for Bill's Sins. Will it work? Trump has the nomination in hand. Hillary virtually has the nomination in hand. The election itself will not be, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months away, basically 6 months away from today. And it seems as if Trump is basically going all out from day one, since he just locked up the nomination, so to speak, last week, attacking Hillary. And the first thing he comes out with is that basically Hillary treats women poorly and that she was a huge enabler for Bill. So let's take a look at this from a couple standpoints. Number one, there's a long way from the election. He's firing pretty hard right now. And the question I have, why is he firing so hard right now, in the sense that this is something that you would use at the end of an election to bring out all of your dirt to try and get some traction. Maybe he's thinking the reverse psychology. Maybe he's thinking he wants to get under Hillary's skin right from the beginning and then just go hog wild from there. But what I see right now is there's going to be a lull. Trump doesn't have any competition on his side now, between now and the convention. So it's only going to be Hillary. But people really are not going to be paying a heck of a lot of attention to what's going on politically right now. I mean, the convention's not going to be until July, so that's a full 2 months away. We have the Olympics in August. A lot of people really don't start paying attention till on the election till basically after Labor Day. So if you want to get any real traction with people who have not already made up their mind, traction in areas where you need to win, that would be the time to start going all out hog wild. So it's interesting to see that Trump is doing this right now, and whether or not he can get any traction right now, when it seems like those types of things are the types of things that you would use at the end of the election cycle, say October, early November. But the question is, will it work? And I just have a couple things about that. Is that I remember very well after Hillary learned that Bill had some indiscretions with Monica. They were heading for the helicopter to take him, I do believe, to Martha's Vineyard for their 2-week summer vacation with Chelsea. That would have been 1998. And Hillary just was as pissed off as possibly could be. And many women and many other people, many men felt that she was totally justified in divorcing him, etc. That didn't happen. As I like to say, no one knows what really goes on in a marriage in any way, shape, or form. I know a couple of people, their marriages, where the marriage is still together, and that there is one child in the family that is not the father's, and the marriages are still together. And of course, I'm not trying to justify anything, but we don't know what really goes on behind closed doors. And she decided to stay. That's her decision. I respect that decision. And a lot of women understood exactly what she was going through in those very, very difficult times. But this is politics now, and Trump is using this as a political ploy to gain votes. So the question is, where will it work? Well, let's just start with white men. Well, white men, most of them are for Trump anyway, and they would probably really concur. Yes, Hillary was enabling Bill that whole time, and she was going after all of the women who were accusing Bill of indiscretions. But he's already got that locked up, so to speak. He's got that locked up very, very well. Can he get some more? Of course he can get some more. Don't know how well that will play. How well will that play with white women? White women, I can't speak for them, but again, women in general, white women, so if we're talking about women in general, all white women, women of color, Hispanic women, black women. I don't see that gaining any traction for him whatsoever. None. Outside of very, very few. Could it happen? Of course it could happen. So we have women of, white women, women of color, both Hispanic and black, men of color. I just don't see it really getting any additional traction, especially right now, with women of color, and men of color. I see it only getting traction with white men, and he's already got that type of thing cut out. And of course, why is he doing it right now? As I mentioned, there's going to be a lull because Trump doesn't have anyone to insult except Hillary now, because he's insulted everyone else. He's gotten rid of them. And does it look like he's getting desperate? And will his claims get any traction whatsoever? By the fact that the convention's 2 months away, the Olympics are coming up, nobody really pays a lot of attention till after Labor Day, and all of the people who are following this very fervently right now, they've already made up their mind about all of this. Can there be an October surprise with a lot of things? Yes. Will there be an October surprise on this? No, we've known about all of this stuff for years and years and years. I don't really see where it is getting him any type of traction whatsoever. And I'd also like to make a quick comment about how right now the states, in terms of the Electoral College, favor Hillary greatly. That she is doing well in the battleground states, and that she is actually doing well in states that are traditionally red. An example of that would be Utah and Georgia. I'm not saying she's going to win them, but she's putting them in play right now. And of course, the election really is going to be decided by the states, so to speak. So Hillary, actually the other day, even though California's coming up, they had a couple, didn't they have one or two just today or tomorrow? I can't even remember which ones. But California's the big one with New Jersey. Hillary was in Virginia. Why? Virginia is a traditional battleground state. She will be crisscrossing the country all over the place, and she knows where she needs to be exactly in terms of what states are important and what states are not important and where she needs to be. They have it down. Her team has it down to a science. Not sure if Trump's team has anything down whatsoever as they're transitioning from the primaries to the convention to the general election. And the attacking Hillary for Bill's sins just does not seem in any way, shape, or form to be a winning thing for Trump. I don't see that getting, and of course, he said it this week. How many more weeks is he going to have to say it? I think after this week it's going to be dropped. And I don't think that after, even if he keeps it up for a couple weeks after that, I don't see it getting any traction. I don't see it getting bringing him any closer. And I see it being dropped, and then I would see that if it's not getting any traction now, bringing it back up in October won't do him any good then either. So we have this race shaping up. It seems as if Trump is going all out right now to get things going, to shake Hillary up. It already seems Hillary's position is, I'm not going to react to anything that Trump says. He can say whatever he wants. I'm not going to do anything about it. And of course, I understand it's also from psychology. When someone wants to rattle you, they're going to try and rattle you. And if they don't get a response, they're going to go after you even harder. So we'll see if Trump goes after her even harder. But again, this is basically not even mid-May. I don't see this as being a winner for Trump. In fact, I only see this hurting him. I see this as something that will hurt him as the election cycle goes on.